Hello, welcome to the Center for Parenting Education and our webcast called The Parenting Style for Discipline That Works. Often parents wonder how they can create an environment in their homes and in their relationships with their children that will nurture their children's ability to meet the challenges that they will confront as they grow and move out into the world. The kind of discipline that parents use can have a big influence on this. There are three main parenting styles that are most commonly used. These types exist on the arc of a pendulum, from the loosest organization to the most rigid. What distinguishes one from the other is the amount and kind of structure or discipline used in the family. Most families are blends of all three approaches, usually with one approach being dominant. These three styles are called the permissive or jellyfish style, the aggressive or brick wall style, and the assertive or backbone style. Let's take a look at three different parents to see how each of them handles the same situation. We're going to do a role play for you, and we'll run through the scene through the same scenario three different times. In the scenario, the child has been having a hard time waking up in the morning, and she and her parent agree that she'll go to bed at 8:30. As we go through the scenario, think about what the mother is thinking and feeling, what the child is thinking and feeling, how you would describe the relationship, and who has the power in the relationship. In the role play, I'm going to be the mother. Deb, it's 8:30, time for bed.
But, Mom, I have to see the end of this show.
Come on, Deb, you promised. We agreed before you turned on the TV that you'd go to bed nicely at 8:30.
I'll get up for school without any trouble, Mom. You'll see. Really, I will. I promise.
Deb, please cooperate. Remember how tired you were this morning? We can record it, and you can see the rest of it after school tomorrow. Come on, honey.
You're always so mean.
Deb, I'm going to call Aunt Jane, and when I'm done, I want you to go right up for me, okay? Please, honey? So this mother demonstrated what is called the jellyfish or permissive style of parenting. This style relies most heavily on the nurture role that parents must play, not offering enough structure. In this role play, the mother caved in, letting her daughter stay up even though that was not their original agreement. So this parent evaded, was begging, acted flustered, is not clear, seemed a bit of a martyr, worried about being popular with her child. She was afraid of upsetting her child. She took all the responsibility for the problem, and she wasn't consistent with information about expectations. With this style, the child doesn't learn to respect her mother. She's not held accountable, proper limits are not set, and the child has too much power. This doesn't build healthy self-esteem in the child because she's not learning respectful behavior, and she's not learning that she can't always have what she wants. It also damages the relationship between the mother and the child. Now I want you to listen to the second scenario and consider the same questions as you did before. Deb, it's 8:30 and you're going to bed right this second. None of your back talk.
But, Mom, I just want to see it till the end of the show. It's nearly over. Just 5 more minutes, please.
Deb, you're such a spoiled brat. I tell you to go to bed and you start an argument. You just won't learn, will you? No wonder you can't get up in the morning, and I'm the one who has to suffer when that happens. You get your body up the stairs this instant if you know what's good for you.
Mom, it's nearly over, and I'll go up the second it's done. I promise.
I said now. I don't want to discuss it.
You're so mean. You never listen to me.
One more word out of you and you're really going to get it. I'm exhausted and you don't ever think about me. Now march. So this parent demonstrates the other end of the discipline pendulum, which is called the brick wall or aggressive style of parenting. It relies most heavily on the structure role, not including enough caring and nurture on the part of the parent. This parent was harsh, angry, and cold, and refused to listen to the child's point of view at all. This style consists of fighting, blaming, and shaming. The mother blew up, had power struggles, was accusatory, argued endlessly, discredited her daughter's ideas, tricked, teased, humiliates, gives harsh punishments. There's a rigid enforcement of rules, withholds information about expectations and blames the child, and there's a litany of strict rules. With this parenting approach, the self-esteem of the child is damaged because the child doesn't feel understood or supported. parent-child relationship is weakened, the child wouldn't feel that this is a parent she could turn to if she had a problem. Children from these families often become either overly submissive or somewhat rebellious. Now I want you to listen to this third role play. Again, think about the same questions as you did with the other two role plays. Deb, it's 8:30. We agreed that we'd turn the TV off at 8:30, even if the show wasn't done.
But, Mom, I want to see the end, and it's nearly over. I think it is, at least. Just a few more minutes, please.
I know it's hard to leave a show in the middle, but it's time for you to go to bed, and we agreed.
It's not fair that I can't stay up to watch the rest of it. You and Daddy stay up even when you have to get up early.
That may be that Daddy and I stay up, and I expect you to go to bed right now. I'm going to turn off the set right now. I understand you'd like to stay up to see the end of the program, but I've decided that you need to go to bed as we agreed that you would. So go on up, and I'll be there in a few minutes to kiss you goodnight.
Oh, Mom, that's not fair. I only wanted 5 more minutes.
That may be, and I can record the rest of the show, and you're going to bed now.
If I get up and get dressed and I'm all set for school a little early in the morning, can I watch the rest of it before I have to leave?
If you're all ready and you have time, that seems okay with me. That's a good solution, honey. So this mother in this role play demonstrated the third style of discipline, which falls between the two extremes and is called the backbone or aggressive approach to parenting. The mother was willing to listen and yet still held firm so that hers and her child's needs were both basically met. She didn't allow herself to get sidetracked. She gave choices. She was flexible. The relationship was preserved, and the child was empowered to find a solution that would work for her and her mother. So the assertive style is used by parents who persist, who listen to the other's point of view, who give brief reasons, reveal honest feelings, politely refuse, empathize, has reasonable consequences, accepts the need to assert, doesn't blame, makes clear direct requests, and has rules that are flexible. This style is most successful because it uses a healthy balance of both nurture and structure. It raises children's self-esteem because the parent communicates that the child is lovable and loved and is worthy of respect, and also that she's capable of meeting the demands that life places on her. She can tolerate some frustration, and she can contribute to solving the problems she encounters. This assertive approach to discipline helps children in many ways. Children see their parents as sources of support. They have a sense of safety because rules are in place. They feel lovable and worthy of being cared for. They feel listened to and understood. They develop basic feelings of trust in relationships. They learn to be kind to other people, and it encourages children to consider another person's point of view, which is what we call empathy. Children learn to tolerate frustration and disappointment. They learn to be responsible and to make decisions. They become more independent, and they learn they can tackle difficult situations. In other words, they learn that they're capable. Children see their parents modeling assertiveness as they take care of and respect themselves and others. We're going to talk about the do's that you can do to set your child up for success. It's a list of tips that will help you to implement or reinforce an assertive approach to your parenting. Listen to your children. When your children talk about things that may bother them, acknowledge their feelings and let them know that you've heard them.
Be respectful when you discipline or set limits.
Model the behavior you would like your children to exhibit.
Give children choices when possible. This is respectful, encourages independence, shows you have trust in them, and then they are more likely to cooperate when they've had a say in the decision making.
Send clear messages about your expectations.
Know that it is in your child's best interest to have clear rules that are consistently enforced with persistence, love, and warmth.
Praise your child for positive behavior that you would like to see repeated. In other words, catch them being good.
Plan ahead to avoid problems. Anticipate situations that might be difficult for your child and prepare them for these times.
Follow through with discipline and consequences.
And, finally, be consistent while also allowing for sufficient flexibility.
Many of you may find that you're already using some of the techniques and approaches of the backbone assertive parent. We hope that the information serves as a helpful reinforcement for you, and we'd like to credit all of you for the healthy parenting you're already doing. For more information about other aspects of effective discipline, check out other on-demand articles on our website. For information about the Center for Parenting Education, visit the website as well. Thank you for joining us.